spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Utah's offense will start this game off. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
To throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Utes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Johnson looking to throw. fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Davis. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air. It's Dampier. Makes the grab. It's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Utes are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice move to keep running. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Makes it past the marker. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Gives it on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam one, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Under fire. That's caught. It's Bentley. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Parker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Utes are rolling down the field. To the air. It's Dampier. Makes the catch. Turning it on. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a crease. It's Parker. Hard running there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Oh, they're after him. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too, but those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. I got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play, tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Parker. Spins away from the defender. And they swarm him under.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Hunt is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Oakley. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Kick is in the air. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Throws for the tight end. Rolls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
A strike downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
With the catch, it's Brown.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Took a shot as he threw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Bounced off his feet.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. On the move, it's Edwards. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Johnson wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Edwards. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Edwards. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Utes look to keep this drive humming. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Makes the grab. It's Bentley. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll pull it on the read. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give on the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Look out, he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. To the air, it's Dampier. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect, and that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. At this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be 1st down for Kansas State.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Johnson looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. 70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete on the comeback. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.